Okay, see if we live everywhere. First thing. Check LinkedIn. All right. Now we about to do Instagram. Okay. All right. Go live. We just setting up Instagram, y'all. Give me 1 second. Instagram would decide to be the hardest one to work with. Come on, IG. Let me try that again because save changes. Okay. IG trying to give me problems, y'all. Go live, Instagram. Create live video for the public. Studio cell. Next. See if it might be working, and I don't even know. Let me check. Yeah, Instagram do not want to cooperate with your boy. All right, y'all. I'm just trying to get Instagram on. There's always going to be like a 10-second delay on this thing. Um, so just bear with me. I might have to do Instagram via my phone. because it's not wanting to connect in the manner that I would like. So we're gonna give it one more shot, and then we're gonna move on. Yeah, I'm doing everything it's telling me to do, but I'm unable to go live on Instagram, y'all. So we're gonna do it from my phone instead. All right, so I'm going live. I'm gonna hold my phone for IG in my hand as I go live, or I might even just sit it. But I could do that. We'll figure it out. Anyway, welcome to my live stream studio cell. So on Facebook, it's gonna give like a 10-second lag, I believe. And if you comment on Instagram, I can see it directly here and respond via Instagram. If you comment on anything else, which is LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube, it'll all go through this particular streaming service. So I'll be able to comment from that streaming service. So Instagram is doing its own thing. All the rest of the platforms are kind of working together. So I'll comment on Instagram DMs or comments via Instagram, and I comment on everything else via this one platform. If you see a piece that you want, you can DM me, but you can ask questions on here. That's the purpose of this. You can DM me. You can send me an email. I'm gonna put that on the Instagram, pin it so you can see where to do that. And anything that doesn't sell during this live stream, I'm gonna put on thenarrativeshop.com. I'll pin that as well. So let's just get into it. I told myself I'm gonna take my time. I got champagne. I'm about to just chill and not rush through this because it's kind of like a documentation thing for me too. So like I said, everything that doesn't sell here, I'm gonna put on the website. So you'll literally be going through this with me. So I'm gonna have you walk with me real quick so you can see what I mean. So occasionally we're right here. My studio has a train yard behind it. So you might hear that, or you might hear the AC cut on. This is like my studio in its rawest form right now. I'm gonna sit this down too. Every time I show a piece, I have it numbered, and I know IG is flipped. But every time I show a piece, I have it numbered, so that way it's time stamped. So if you see something you like, you can always go to that number. I'm gonna do the dimensions if you ask right here in front of you guys, and then I'll just flip it for each number, like number 4, number 2, number 1, whatever it is, so that if you need to go back and see what it is, or if you want to ask me questions, we could do so that way. Again, on Facebook, it's lagging about 10 seconds. Can't help that. That's just what it does. And you can ask me questions on Facebook, or you can ask me questions here on Instagram Live via my phone. I got a tendency to always pick up my phone and be doing things with it. So you might have to bear with me on the Instagram end. But everywhere else, we're just going to jump right into it real quick. So I got about 18 pieces. It's about 18 pieces I have in my studio right now that I'm trying to clear out. And I'm just going to start from this side and go all the way down, right? If you see something you like, you could DM me. Again, if I can't respond to you now, I'm going to honor like a timestamp. So whoever asks me questions first, and everything else that doesn't get sold today is going on the website. So don't feel like you missed the opportunity. We can still talk about it afterwards and everything. So the first piece I have for sale is this cigarette piece. It's called Cigarettes After Sex. It's already framed. It was recently in the show over at the Concept House. Shout out to Sakari. Um, and we're going to measure it right now so you can see exactly the size. This is it. It's full form. Raise it up and down. I'm trying to let everything go for a good price. I'm not moving studios, but I just want to go into the new year fresh, Move back a little bit too. This is the first one. We're gonna measure it together. Let me grab this measuring tape. So framed from end to end. It's 32.5. By 51. So it's called Cigarettes After Sex. It's 32.5 by 51 framed. And that piece is gonna go for 2,000. I'm gonna write that down in my notes too. So that piece is 2,000. It's called Cigarettes. Damn, this pencil suck. After Sex. All right. That's number one. That's the first piece. All right, so this piece right here is going for 2,000. A lot of these things, when I put them on the website, if you're already a collector of mine, I'll tell you now you get additional 20% off. So if you see something you like, just let me know. And just remember, you always get an additional 20% off, no matter what the price point is. And these price points are going to go from $150 up to $6,000. So I'll try to do a good range of things. This piece is framed, so I do want to sell it for higher, but at this point, I just wanted to have a good home. I always say that, but it's the truth in this case. I'm gonna check some of these. Looks like I got some Facebook messages as well. All right, I'm gonna answer you guys after this then. Let's see if somebody's inquiring about that particular piece. So the next piece, number 2, and again, I'm numbering these so they have a timestamp. Instagram, I hate that I think this is backwards for you guys. And that's this chest piece right here. This particular piece. This is a 24 by 48. I know the size of this one. 24 by 48. And it had another name initially, but in this, I'm just gonna call it pawn. And that piece I'll let go for 15. It's timestamped at number 2. If y'all got any questions, you can ask me too. I'll answer them all. I did this piece. I do a lot of minimalist work. So I go through phases where I'm like, all right, I just want to see one item on all black, which is what the cigarette was initially. And then I figured this white palm piece would really pop on the black. And I had to sprinkle in some, I like doing black on blacks. So I had to sprinkle in some black on it as well. And it had some inquiries, but the person who wanted it, they came and they saw another piece and they ended up going with that piece instead. This piece was also on display in the Concept House 2 exhibit. And it's one of those pieces that if it doesn't find a good home, I'll happily hang in my house. I'm not really tripping. But again, I don't want it in the studio anymore. So I'm trying to clear it out. So if you guys do see something you like with this, DM me, Instagram me, DM me on Instagram. You can hit me on Facebook or send me an email, and I'll honor the timestamp as to who I asked first. And of course, if it doesn't sell today, within 24 hours, it's going to go up online. So this is the first of, I'm going to do another one of these in my showroom. And this honestly is like a test to see how to go about doing it. And in the future, this live stream is just going to live on the website, and the products, the artwork will already be there. So you can just go ahead and check out right there from the website. So right now, this is just like, I'm trying to get it down so I could do a lot more of these and do them consistently and continue to get better and better at them. But again, if you see something you like, I'm sorry this is backwards Instagram for you guys, but it's time stamped. So when I post this in the future, you'll be able to see what number goes with each piece. And this piece right here is number 2. I think I might just tear these off and put them beside them too. But let me take this dimensions down first. .24 by 48. All right, we're gonna go on to the next one. I have no idea what to call this. I painted this live at Chattahoochee Food Works one time, and it's my first time really using orange. And then later on, you can see it has like these white splatters on it, or sprinkles, I would say. I was painting and I just started, I don't know, I guess I got emotional. So it's on there too, but I think it adds something to it as well. And it's also acrylic on wood. I've never painted on wood. I really like this piece. I'm actually willing to let this go for $150. I think it's a dope piece since I never paint on wood. I never used this color scheme as far as the orange. So it's a unique piece. And it doesn't have any hanging hardware on it. So whoever does purchase this, I'll make sure to put that on there for you too. And if you need to ship, so the bigger pieces, when they're bought, I'm gonna cover shipping. I just feel like I need to do that. But for these smaller pieces that are like $150, $250 and stuff like that, I'm gonna ask that you guys cover shipping if you have to. It's untitled. I have no idea what to call this. Again, I painted this live. This was like done in about an hour and a half time span. Sorry, I had a question on here real quick. Just somebody saying good luck. Yeah, so this is number 3. I got to do a better job with these numbers too. That piece is I think it's 24 by 24. Yeah, 24 by 24. Boom. All right, so we're gonna go on to number 4. And I'm gonna try to set this up and just roll this thing so I have these pieces in my studio. It wraps around, which I'm about to show you guys, all the way down there. And not only is it pieces down there, I also have pieces on the outside of my studio and one piece that's through the gallery connected to my studio on the other side. So eventually we're gonna get up out of here. I'll show you guys briefly how my studio looks too in its rawest form, because it's very messy. You're just seeing one side right now. But I am gonna have to figure out how to maneuver this camera situation better, because we got a lot of ground to cover, really. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put this number system back up. So again, this is number 3. It's only $150. I would love for one of you guys to have this piece. Again, you can DM me. If you got questions, you can ask questions here. What's up? You can hit me on Facebook, or you can send me an email. And again, I'll be honoring the timestamps to see who hits me first about a piece. And if it doesn't sell today, it's going up on the website, which I'll pin here shortly too. All right, so number 4. I'm gonna keep adjusting this thing, y'all. I'm not even sure if you can see this anymore. It's number 4. I almost exit out the thing. So if you can see this is number 4. This is a Frida piece that my friend Joe had commissioned me to do. He saw another piece that I did, really liked it. I tried to do it again, but I couldn't replicate it the same way. And then on top of that, a paint splatter hit it too. So it caused this little mark on it. A lot of people who saw it said they liked it. I don't know why, but they really still liked it anyway. And this piece I'll let go. It was really supposed to be 300, but I let it go for like 200. I like this splatter for some reason as well. I use a lot of pinks in it. And some about Frida, man, that stare that she has is like intense. And this is I'm gonna measure this just to make sure I know the correct size. I don't want to guess on this one. Yeah, it's 20 by 16. I'm gonna write that down too, so I know. So the name of that piece is called Not Quite Frida. Thank you, Phoenix. It's called Not Quite Frida. Thank you. I feel like it brought character to it as well. A lot of people do. I actually was afraid that I ruined it, but people actually like it a lot more. But I'm gonna call it Not Quite Frida because I feel like it's not quite her. But I still love it though. Let you guys see it again. Something about that stare, man. The gaze. So I'm gonna write that down. And I'm gonna keep saying this too for people who join late. If it doesn't sell today, it's going on the website. So I'm putting the information down on each one of these pages as we go along. Each one has a number corresponding with the art piece. Instagram, I think you guys are seeing this backwards. For me, it's showing it like it's mirrored, like it's flipped. But that way, if you inquire, I know what to go back to. And you could just say what number, if anything. That's a 20 by 16. And I'm selling that for 200. All right, again, Not Quite Frida. It's gonna be 200 with the paint splatter. Add some character. All right, we're gonna go on to number 5. We're gonna keep this rolling. I'm very curious to know how I'm gonna have my phone on and my laptop on at the same time, but Instagram got to be stubborn, man. All right, so I'm gonna shift this first and come back to you guys. Give me 1 second. All right. So we're about to move to this big piece right here. This huge piece. I got to remeasure it because I'm not quite sure of the size. So we're going to remeasure it. The name of it is called An Infectious Smile. I don't know if you can see me from back here. So just so you can see the size of it, I'm going to go stand by it real quick. It's number 5 on the list as well. I'm trying to move this closer so you guys can see it. I'm working with 2 cameras at once, y'all. Y'all see the size of this thing? I can't even reach all the way across. So we're gonna measure it so we can know the exact size. And I have the worst measuring tape in the world right now. Look what this one does. And then this one don't want to stay either. But we're gonna work it out though. Sell for 11. So it's 95 wide. You might be guesstimating. $95 by $78. That's a guesstimate. I'll do another exact measurement when I get a better measuring tape. But I'm gonna put down 95 by 78. As you can see, it's a huge piece. I'm gonna move this out the way and stand on this ladder so you can see how tall it is. See that? So if I lean on it, it's a pretty big piece. It's definitely a statement piece. 95 by 78. Infectious smile. That's the price for this. So this is listed at, initially it was listed at thank you, Zola. Initially it was listed at 7,000. That's what it was priced at. But I feel like with it not being stretched or the edges aren't burnt, I want to come down considerably. And if you want me to, we could talk about me stretching it or burning it for you as well. At least you have an option, you know. So something at this price, I'll move it down to 4. So that's a lot, going down from 7 to 4. And it wasn't in an exhibit at the concept house for that much as well. So I'm not sure if a lot of you know this, but because it was in the gallery for that price, that's what it's valued at, 7,000. So even if you buy it from me at a certain price, it's still gonna hold the gallery value or the gallery price. I'm somebody who feels like it might get kind of loud in here because of the AC or the heat, but if it sells, like I still want to make sure the gallery gets credit because they're a part of the reason that it'll sell is that the price that it's at. So I'm gonna list it for 5. Hello. What's up, man? I'm in the middle of a live stream right now, buddy. I'm in the middle of a live stream. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. I'm gonna text you right now. All right. All right, y'all. So I'm not sure if y'all heard about Solection is gonna be in Atlanta tonight. So I'll be painting live at Solection. So you got to excuse the phone call I just had to take. But after this, I'll be going over to Solection to paint live and have a good time too. So I'm just like, I'm not doing anything for New Year's. I'm staying in the house. So this will be my little celebration before the year's over with. Um, all right. So number 5 is Infectious Smile. And again, like I've been saying, if it doesn't get sold today during this live stream or during the time period of this live stream, I'm going to put it online at thenarrativeshop.com. I'm getting ready to pin that. I just haven't taken the time to really pin it up there yet. Within 24 hours, I'm gonna have all these pieces up on thenarrativeshop.com. All right. So if it doesn't sell now, this is why I'm doing the numbers as a time, so you can have a timestamp or have numbers to associate each piece with, and make it easier when it's when you want to go purchase or if you want to contact me. And you can contact me via DM. You could email me or hit me on Facebook Messenger, and I'm just going to honor the timestamp depending on who hits me at a certain time. All right. So we're going to move on. My phone is going crazy right now. Yeah, my phone's going nuts. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. So the next one is this piece right here. This is like, you can't see it on Instagram yet. Let me switch this camera view up. Bear with me. All right. So it's gonna be number 6, right? It's this piece right here. I'm gonna take it off the wall and I'm gonna bring it in closer because it's the only piece I've ever done using crayon. Like the portrait is purely done with crayon. It's number 6. I see this, man. It's purely crayon. I just did a time lapse of this and showed it, but I don't think people really got to see it in its full form or true effect. So it's a woman with, she has a knight's armor on. It's called Protect Yourself, or you have to protect yourself. So I was doing a piece for the Prelude show, and I used crayon to mark on some of the armor and artwork or weapons that I painted. And I realized when I was using the crayon, it gives me the same effect as when I'm using acrylic paint to do portraits. So for some reason, it just felt right to do a portrait with it, or at least try. And it came out pretty good. So I'm gonna do because of this, I'm gonna do a huge crayon piece. I might do that tonight at Soul Election actually. Do it live. We'll see how that goes. Might be fun. Now, this piece right here, let's measure it and find out how the size of it. And because it's my first crayon piece, man, it's kind of hard to put a price on this. I'm not gonna lie. It already means a lot because it's the first one I did like this. And it's not burnt yet. It's not stretched either. So that's definitely a factor. But emotionally, I've become attached to it. So for me to be happy for it to go, I would probably sell this at, not probably, I would sell this to like 18. I'm gonna say 1850. I'm gonna price this at 1850. Yeah. It looks so good to me, man. Yeah, so I'm gonna price this at 1850. If anybody wants this, let me know. It's gonna be hard to let it go. But it's number 6. So if you want to inquire in the future, just know it's number 6. It's called You Gotta Protect Yourself, because it's a lady. She has, you can kind of tell she has like on a knight's helmet. I think I could do a little bit better with that, but that face, man, that face is hard. I'm gonna measure it too so we get the right size. So that piece is 23 by 48. 23 by 48 for the crayon piece. I'm gonna try to move fast. I think Instagram only allows an hour. My head's shiny. Yeah, Instagram only allows an hour, but everything else is pretty much straight. So I'm working on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube right now. And Instagram is the only one that's where I have to like put my phone to the side. All the rest of them are streaming through the same platform, which I really like. But Instagram just can't get the same effects that the other platforms could get because of it. But if you're interested in something, DM me, hit me on Facebook Messenger or email me, and again, I'll be honoring by timestamps. So whoever hits me first about a piece, then that's who will get the piece. And if it doesn't sell today, it's going up on the website as well. So number 6 was the crayon piece. Number 7. is going to be this little lady right here. I'm going to lift her up in a minute too so you can see her fully. Step back as well. See. When you're in, you can see she has certain features. So I played around a lot with the black on blacks, did some stenciling. I honestly do not like how these came out. I don't think that you can really correlate that with these well, because that's what they're supposed to be. But again, a lot of people like them. Thank you. This piece, man, I really feel like I should have left it more minimal. And I did all that stuff. I had some requests for this piece, and then I added to it. And after I added to it, they kind of wanted to back off. So I think I would keep that. I'll list that piece is like 1,200. No, matter of fact, I go down to 1,000 for it. And the size of it still need to be painted too. So before it goes to anyone's home, I'll make sure I paint the sides. You'll see that some of the pieces that I have, the sides still need to be painted. I just start painting and I don't, I move on. But if they're sold, then I'll go back in and touch them up on the sides and make sure that's finished off as well too. But that's number 7. It's called I Am a Robot too. That idea actually came from, it's this song called I, Robot. And he in the song, he's explaining the life of a woman who had her heart broken. And throughout the process, she slowly just became cold like a robot. So that's where that theme came from, or the theme for that piece. And that is a 24 by 48. Yeah, 24 by 48 as well. For $1,000, that ain't bad. So iRobot is number 7, and it's $1,000. It's 24 by 48. It'll be up on the website tomorrow if it's not sold today. So we're gonna move on to number 8. You're making good time. So what we're about to go to now is some pieces from the Hymns collection. You see these 3 pieces right here? It's a little hymn. And out of space hymn. See the stars and stuff. That might be a better angle. And then we got one with a him and the her in the clouds as well. So we're about to go through each of those one by one. Starting with the smaller one. It's a little hymn. And the names are hymns and hymns. HIM/HYMN. I just like the juxtaposition, or not the juxtaposition, to play on both words together. Like hymn is supposed to embody like the true essence or hip hop in its form, hence the term hymn. And then the HYMN is like the lyrics and the beats. And so this series came from when I had to do a series for Zuccotti Gallery, and the name of the show was called The Gift. And it was called The Gift because it was for the 50 years of hip hop, and it referenced us gifting the world with hip hop and them kind of using it to do whatever they please, the world to use hip hop however they please. So these characters are like watchers, really. They don't intervene. They don't good or bad. They don't get involved, but they're just always floating in the sky. If anything in hip hop is involved. So it's like, what would you do if somebody was always watching you? If he was given a gift, what would you do if there was always some entity always watching you? Would you do good with it or would you do bad with it? But I just like how ethereal they look, how he looks, how he's floating and just kind of looking down. Even if you angle it like that, it's pretty cool. But the clouds in the background are done with different shades of black as well. This little him right here, I would let go for, I would say 500, which I don't think is bad. If you went to the Zuccotti exhibit, you can see they was going for a pretty good price, way more than that. So this is a good series. If you haven't started collecting with me yet, this is a good series to jump in on because I don't know how many more of these I'll be doing. These might be the last three, to be honest with you. And I put 12 in that collection at Zuccotti, and I think there's only three that remain. So they're going pretty fast as well. All right. And this is number 8. Number 8. And it's a 12 by 12. It's called Lil Him, and it's going for 500. Done. Next is number 9. This piece is called A Star. It was in recently painted for my friend Joe. He had an exhibit, and his son passed recently, not too long ago. And the proceeds of this particular piece, half of it is going to go to his son's foundation. So it's going to a good cause. I'm going to step back some so you can see it. So it's pretty much one of the hymns out of space, just floating amongst the stars. That's what they are. Even these little stars are smaller versions of him. So they're like stamped on there to make look like stars and stuff. This piece right here is listed at 2,000, and I'm gonna keep it at that price. Of course, I paint the edges, but I know if I sell it, half of the proceeds will go to Joe's son's foundation. So I'm gonna keep it at that price. It'll be going, find a good home, and the money will go to a good cause as well. Should go get Joe. He's right next door. That was number 9 on his time step. And I got to keep saying this for Instagram because on every other platform, they could see this little live ticker thing. But if you are interested, DM me, hit me on Facebook Messenger, or shoot me an email at pdparkerllc@gmail. Matter of fact, I'm going to take the time to put all that information and pin it on here right now. And I'll be honoring the timestamps for whoever acts first. And if it doesn't sell during this live feed, it will be up within 24 hours on the website. So I'm gonna take the time after this series right here, this last piece. I'm gonna take the time to put all that information up and pin it. But again, A Star was the second one from this series, which is number 9. And half of the proceeds for this piece will go to my friend's foundation, and I'll get the information for that as well. It's listed at 2,000. It's 16 by 36. Then I have a smaller one. This is a little him. It's 12 by 12. It's 500. So this was number 9. 16 by 36. It's 2,000. So we're gonna go on to number 10, which is the third and final one of this series that I have available. So it's a him and it's a her on this one. And they're both floating in the clouds. And if that one was 16 by 20, this one is, 16. This is the 36 by 16. So from far, all you really see is the clouds, and then as you get close, you can see the different characters. So it's a him and a her on this one. I priced this one only at 1,000. I just wanted to have a good home. So this one is 1,000. The one when he's amongst the stars is 2, and the smaller piece is 500. So I'm gonna do a quick rolling recap so y'all can see every. If you just came in, you you missed about you missed 7 other pieces so far out of 18 that I have. So I'm just gonna briefly just show all the ones that we went over, and I'll count them down because they all have a number to go with them. So that and Instagram, I'm sorry, I know it's backwards, but again, I got to keep saying this. DM me, hit me on Facebook Messenger, or you can email me once I put it up there, and I'll be honoring the timestamps. And if it doesn't sell today, it's going to go on the website tomorrow for everybody to see, and you can purchase it off the website too. But I'm going to turn this around because after this, we got to go the other way around the studio, outside of my studio for these other pieces that are hanging on the wall, and then across the gallery to this one last piece. Real quick, we went over this piece. This is I think this is number 6. No, the crayon piece is number 6. So this piece is number 6 that I did with crayon. The only crayon piece I've ever done. This is number 6. It's going for 12. No, excuse me, 18. Number 7. This is number 7. iRobot. It's going for 1,000. The big piece. This huge piece right here. Big piece right there. Number 5 is going for 5,000. It's a huge piece, man. You know, I'm standing this again so you can see how big this piece is. It's called Infectious Smile. And I'm just gonna bring the other pieces over so I don't gotta keep turning this. I got the Frida, which is number 4. This is $200. I have this glasses piece on wood. This is only $150. It's number 3. Number 2. This is chest palm piece. Let me check and see how much I listed it for. It's at number 2. It's number 2. So I'm numbered all of these so that it can help me and y'all know which ones I'm talking about. This one is going for 15. It's a 24 by 48 too. 15. And this piece called Cigarettes After Sex, right here with the first piece. We'll go back some more. Go up and down. And I got this priced at $2,000. $2,000. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more pieces that I'm gonna go over. They're just some of them are behind you guys. I'm looking at now. 2 of them are on the outside of my studio wall, which is just like immediate, and another one is through the gallery. So I'll be walking you guys over there. And again, if you see a piece you like, I'm trying to get to these comments. Oh, I appreciate the likes, y'all. I'm just now really looking at these comments. If you see something you like, just feel free to DM me. If you comment on Facebook, it should be popping up on this live stream platform. I'm gonna check it just in case. Yeah, it is. Okay. So I'm gonna turn this around real quick so you can see the rest of them. Please excuse my messy ass studio. So we're gonna start here. Matter of fact, we're gonna start with this one. This is a Medusa piece, right? And this piece is actually going to be number 11. So Medusa. I also drew this live at Chattahoochee Food Works too. I'm gonna move you guys back further so you can see it in its entirety. And you also see my messy desk in a minute too. See, it's a long piece. It's a very long piece. And I'm gonna measure it as well. But it's one of the first Medusas I did with glasses. I think I did 2 of them like this. The other one was a very long piece. And as you can see, the edges are burnt, which takes me some time. It was hanging up in the Concept House gallery for a few months. And I honestly just want this one to have a good home. So I wouldn't mind letting this one go for $750. I think it's a very good price for these. Step back some more. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna measure it real quick, document it, and that's number 11. We'll have some music playing next time. This ain't really how I operate. All right, got my little push cart with my number on it. So yeah, that's number 11, and it's the Medusa piece. It's the only Medusa piece I have right now in my inventory. Everything else, all the other Medusa pieces I have already sold out or they're on display right now in Miami. So there's no telling when I'll do another one. And it's already got the burnt edges and it's at a good price, which is $750. Again, if these don't sell live today, they're gonna go on my website, which is thenarrativeshop.com, within 24 hours. If you see one you like, DM me, hit me on Facebook Messenger, or email me. And I'm honoring timestamps. So whoever hits me first about a piece is who I respond to first, or that's who gets first dibs as well. But that piece is the Medusa piece. It was $750, and it's number 11. So we're gonna move on and go to these 2 pieces that's back here, currently on the wall. Let me move this out of the way so you can really see it. Yeah, so we're about to look at those in a minute too. All right, we got to go to number 11. So these next 2 pieces, they were in Zuccotti Gallery. And they're also currently on the website too. And I believe I got them marked down 20%. I'm gonna double check that real quick. So before we go into it, they've already been on display at Zuccotti, which, as a lot of you know, it's a very prestigious gallery. It's the largest Black-owned gallery here in Atlanta. So I'm very honored to have had work and still have work in there right now as well. And they're just simply on thenarrativeshop.com. But I'm going to go off to the price point that's on our website because there's been so many that I can't really remember, and I don't want to guess the price. Yeah, all right, I got them. About to go pull them down real quick. All right, these already got the hanging hard wire on it. And it's called Just to Be Clear. It's the first time I ever used, I believe, any other color other than black for a background. And you can see I was kind of intimidated, so I just did an outline, which I actually ended up coming out pretty fucking dope. If you ask me, the skin tone, I think I executed pretty well too. See a comparison. This is just a 24 by 36 as well. It already got the hanging hard wire on it. It was on display in Zuccotti Gallery for a while. And it's a piece I'm very proud of. I just like the abstractness of the background, the two-tone background, just leaving it white like that. As far as the outline of the rest of her face, I think it gives it a pretty cool effect. It's like giving her a mask without it actually being a mask. This piece is listed right now on my website for, it was $35. It's at $2,000 right now. It's a great price, and it needs a good home. That's number 12. Put this thing down so I can have a time set. I know y'all wondering why I have this number. It's because when I go back, or people go back and look at this video, they can see the number that's associated with each piece, and then know what to ask for. And again, if you see a piece you like, just DM me, inquire via DM, Facebook Messenger, or email. And I'm honoring timestamps, so whoever comes first as far as the question or inquiry is who will get the piece first. And if you're a collector, you get 20% off. If you already collect my work, anybody, you get 25% off. Set this to the side. I don't know how long I've been on, I don't got too much time on Instagram. I know they only give you an hour cap, so we're gonna move pretty fast. Number 13 is this self-portrait I got of myself. And it's called Counterclockwise. You can see like the workings of a clock. Let's switch this up. Yeah, so you can see the workings of a clock here. But it's one of my, it's only my second self-portrait. This was in Zuccotti too, as well. Right now it's listed at, it was at 45. Right now it's 20% off. It's dropped to 35 for this self-portrait. I know one of y'all want me in your house. And that's number 13. And the size of it is a 48 by 36. So it's a pretty nice size piece. I'm gonna start moving fast. I know Instagram is gonna wrap up my my feed. They only give you an hour on Instagram, and it seems like a lot more people on Facebook. But I still don't want people to miss out on Instagram. So we're gonna go to number 14. I'm gonna move y'all to this little rolly thing. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna carry y'all around because it's already up. I'm doing a live stream. Trying to set some. Y'all look at Panda, man. She got a. If y'all need some fire clothes, what do you consider like what you sell?
It's a mix of modern and vintage.
To the point. I
I
got
got
to.
a pop up.
You know, we got one going on right now.
Yeah, it's a, we have it at 5 right there.
Oh, I'm about to come up there. I'm gonna do this and come up there. You know.
Well, no, no. Well, I just left.
Oh.
And there was an event today, but right now everybody's home.
Oh wow.
So I was there earlier. Come tomorrow.
All right. All right, y'all. So I got this piece here. It's Afro Samurai. Samuel Jackson is Afro Samurai, and this is 36 by 60. It's a pretty big piece. It goes along with this piece here, which is what I think is a live action version of Samurai Jack. So you got Samurai Jack and Afro Samurai, and I've had them for a little minute now. I've had it for a while, but I would love for them to go together. They're not stretched or burnt. Right now, I have them held up by nails, but I would let these two go together at this point for 12 because I really want them to go together. If not, then we could talk about an individual price, but I'm going to price them for you guys here at 12. And again, I'm about to walk fast because IG Live is about to close down on me. So this is the last piece out of all of them. It's the biggest piece, and it happens to be on the other end of this gallery. So I'm gonna set it on the table. And you can see I have other works. I'm trying to see. I have other works in here too, but this piece is the only one. All the rest of those have already sold. This piece right here is a piece that I'm talking about. Bam. So that piece is called American African, and it's currently on my website right now as well. And it's listed at 24. So again, I'm gonna stand by so you can see how big it is. Let's see the size of it. It's a pretty damn big piece. But all right, I'm rushing off because I know this is about to shut down on me. But again, if you are interested in a piece, please just at this point just DM me. You don't even have to email me. Just DM me. I'm about to go respond to all these DMs now, and I'll be honoring timestamps. So whoever is first, or whoever is first about a particular piece. This is number 16. Afro Samurai and Samurai Jack together were 15 and 14 and 15, and this is number 16, American African, and she's going for 2,400 at this point. It was 3,000, but it's dropped down to 2,400. If you're a collector, you get 20% off, no matter what the price currently is. DM me, and anything that doesn't sell tonight is going to go up on my website. And now that you guys can actually see the pieces in relation to like me standing there and stuff like that, I hope it helps you to like make a good decision on purchasing a piece from me. But I'm gonna sign out. I didn't know it's gonna take so much work. I'm actually tired from that. I'm about to go drink the champagne and go. I actually got to paint live at Soul Action tonight too, so I'm getting ready for that. Deuces. Hey,
Hey,
what's up, B? Where you at?
I'm on my way. I'm like 20 minutes away.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
I watched it live.
Oh, you did? Could have went. I gotta be more prepared. Some folks are quiet right now.
Okay. I'll be here again. We're gonna do that.
So. Keep about close to the studio in like 20 minutes. And then I'm gonna go up there and right because I should be good. Full set, no more than set. So I'm planning to like go up there and do calm your and then watch. Firms out there. But I told him I was coming. He's like, oh, no matter what. But I'd rather you just come now so that like that's what Keita did last time. You can't really motherfuckers gonna recognize you when you come back, you know what I'm saying? So unless you want to stay now. But what I'm gonna do is go ahead and drop everything off, set everything up, and then we even come back with the artists for it. So I want you to go to really set up like that's how I did it.
will not wear none of that stuff they sent me.
I forgot what it is. It was still streaming. I was still streaming. I didn't even know.
People in there?
It said 2 people.
2 people in there.
Just looking at the artwork. Just look at.